Welcome back to Altitude Addicts. In today's deep dive, we are uncovering the beating heart of the Russian space program, the legendary Progress Rocket Space Center in Samara. We will trace its evolution from a wartime airplane plant to the birthplace of the rocket that launched Yuri Gagarin, the unstoppable Soyuz assembly line, and the next-generation methane boosters under development. Stick around all the way to the end, because we will also examine the latest high-stakes strategic developments surrounding this critical facility. One of the most important industrial centers in the Russian space program is the Progress Rocket Space Center, also known as RKTS Progress, situated in the city of Samara on the banks of the Volga River. Today, this enterprise is intrinsically tied to the Soyuz family of launch vehicles. Its historical roots stretch back more than 100 years, originating as an aviation workshop that eventually evolved into a giant of spaceflight engineering. Roscosmos, the state space corporation of Russia, oversees all operations here, spanning advanced design, precision engineering, serial manufacturing, and comprehensive testing. The story began in 1894 with the establishment of the Dux factory in Moscow. Following the Russian Revolution, authorities renamed the enterprise State Aviation Factory No. 1. During the Second World War, the entire manufacturing base was evacuated east to Kuibyshev, the city known today as Samara. The plant soon became known as the Progress Facility, churning out vital military aircraft, including the Il-2 and Il-10 ground attack planes, along with the MiG-3 fighter. This massive wartime infrastructure laid the ground for an entirely new chapter, the mass assembly of ballistic missiles and orbital rockets. That transformation began in the 1950s, when the Soviet Union sought to turn Sergei Korolev's experimental R-7 missile into a reliable, mass-produced system. In 1958, Soviet leadership chose the Progress facility to handle serial production of the R-7. By February 1959, technicians tested the very first R-7 assembled on the Samara factory floor. The fallout from that single decision reshaped world history, reaching far past military defense. Without this specific factory floor, in the middle of Russia, the entire 20th century space race would have looked completely different. The R-7 architecture became the bedrock of Soviet space exploration, providing the exact booster stages that sent Yuri Gagarin into orbit in 1961. Since that pioneering flight, every Russian crewed mission has ridden into space aboard rockets built in this very Samara tradition. Alongside heavy hardware production, a sophisticated design wing grew rapidly on site. In 1959, an official branch of the OKB-1 Design Bureau set up shop in Samara to continually refine the R-7. By 1974, this design wing matured into the Central Specialized Design Bureau, or TES-SKB, led by chief designer Dmitry Kozlov. If you love aerospace breakdowns like this, make sure you hit subscribe to Altitude Addicts. The tight synergy between the manufacturing plant and the design bureau became a driving engine of Soviet and Russian rocketry. Working side by side, they developed multiple generations of R-7 derivatives, including the Vostok, Molniya, Voskhod, and legendary Soyuz. In 1996, the manufacturing plant and the design bureau officially merged into TS-SKB Progress. The unified organization later took on its current name, the Progress Rocket Space Center. We are just scratching the surface of Samara's orbital fleet, and coming up shortly, we will look at how this facility pumps out dozens of rockets every single year and the high-tech spacecraft they carry. So keep watching. The Soyuz launch vehicle remains the flagship achievement of the Samara complex. While its foundational architecture traces straight back to the 1950s, the design has undergone endless modernization over the decades. The Samara plant produced workhorse variants like the Soyuz U and Soyuz FG, eventually yielding the digital Soyuz 2 family used today. Currently, the Soyuz 2.1A and Soyuz 2.1B serve as Russia's premier medium-lift rockets. They carry out a wide spectrum of missions, deploying military and commercial satellites while lofting crewed and cargo vehicles to the space station. Progress engineers also designed the specialized Volga upper stage and the lightweight Soyuz 2.1V rocket. The scale of this operation is enormous by any standard. According to official data from Progress, the Enterprise had built and launched 1,976 spacecraft of its own design through May 2023, successfully placing 998 of them into orbit. The center maintains a production tempo of roughly 22 Soyuz 2 rockets each year, feeding launch pads at Baikonur, Plesetsk, and the modern Vostochny Cosmodrome. It is basically a giant conveyor belt spitting out space hardware, which is just kind of wild to imagine in modern aerospace manufacturing. Yet Progress is far more than just a booster factory. Since the 1960s, the organization has designed and built specialized spacecraft for a broad variety of orbital missions. Its extensive catalog includes the Zenit reconnaissance platforms, Yantar film return satellites, and biological research capsules like Bion and Photon. It also manufactures the RISERS and RISERS-P series of civilian Earth observation satellites. As a result, the facility has mastered virtually every phase of the space production chain, from small scientific sensors to massive multi-stage launch vehicles. This rare concentration of expertise gives Samara an indispensable role within Russia's aerospace ecosystem. It also forms the backbone of sustained human spaceflight. Progress satellites deliver critical remote sensing data, while its rockets reliably support expeditions to the International Space Station. It is worth noting that while the automated Progress cargo ship shares a name and Soyuz-derived heritage, it is actually assembled by Energia. Now, looking forward, the engineering teams in Samara are focused on building Russia's next-generation orbital fleet. You will definitely want to stay tuned for this next part, because we are diving into the cutting-edge methane rockets currently on the drawing board and the real-world challenges facing this historic complex. Progress is heavily involved in the development of the Amur LNG launch complex. This ambitious project aims to produce a medium-class booster powered by liquefied natural gas, featuring a reusable first stage designed to return to Earth. At the same time, the workforce is contributing to the development of the new Soyuz 5 medium-lift rocket. These modernization programs reflect a massive engineering balancing act. Russian engineers have to keep vintage Soviet tooling running while trying to build brand new rockets that can actually compete on price today. In August 2026, the strategic importance of this industrial complex was brought into sharp relief. Reports indicated that an attack struck the Progress facility in Samara on August 15th, with Building 106A identified as a potential impact point. That specific workshop had been linked to satellite integration and Soyuz 2 manufacturing lines. While independent verification of the full physical damage remains limited, the strike underscored the immense value of this single manufacturing nexus. Here at Altitude Addicts, we track these critical infrastructure developments closely across global aerospace. The Samara facility is far more than a collection of industrial warehouses. It represents the physical accumulation of over 8 decades of rocketry knowledge, machining expertise, and orbital testing infrastructure. The Progress Rocket Space Center stands as an active bridge across generations of aerospace history. From Second World War fighters to the R-7, the dawn of human spaceflight, and modern commercial constellations, its footprint is undeniable. As the global space economy grows more competitive and technologically demanding, Samara remains vital to Russia's independent access to the stars. The continued adaptation of its rockets and satellites will determine how much of that monumental Soviet industrial legacy endures into the future. We thank the people who have liked and shared the videos and subscribed to the channel. We also thank the people who have hyped the video